We know that no matter what happens with Deadpool in the MCU, Ryan Reynolds can try to call all the shots, but ultimately Kevin Feige is the one with final say. So when it comes to the future of Deadpool, we've already discussed and heard rumors about some of the creative changes, the decisions that are being made, and even shifting teams that are working on Deadpool. Now it sounds like Kevin Feige is willing to work with Ryan Reynolds as long as he plays ball evenly, and Kevin Feige apparently has big plans for Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds being in charge of the character for the foreseeable future. We obviously know that there's got to be some disagreements in regards to what happens with Deadpool in the MCU. Ryan Reynolds will not get the ultimate or final say on everything that happens because that's down to Disney and Marvel Studios and making sure it doesn't go too far out of line and it does line up with certain ideas and plans that they have. We've already seen creative changes made with the writers, with people working on Deadpool. That's just part of the changing of the business structure and everything that happened when Fox was acquired by Disney. And we've heard reports and more or less some confirmations about certain disagreements of direction, if you will, of Deadpool in the MCU. And some more recent reports have stated that if Ryan Reynolds can do what he needs to do and listen to what they want, and of course play ball with each other so everybody gets what they want in the end, even if there are some compromises, that Kevin Feige is looking at Ryan Reynolds for a long future with the MCU. As in years down the road, they want Deadpool to be one of the central pillars of the MCU in a unique way, in a way that only Deadpool can deliver. And I 100% believe these reports because of course he does. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool equals money. That's profit. They've already talked. They're already working together. They're quite clearly comfortable working with one another on more Deadpool and getting that character into the MCU and having him interact with the characters. Now it all comes down to how long can we do this and what exactly is the mandate on the Marvel side of things to make Deadpool fit in with the MCU proper. And what does Ryan Reynolds want to do that maybe they don't want him to do? Meeting somewhere in the middle, agreeing on it. And also, you have to realize that this gives Kevin Feige a new in. It allows him to produce R-rated content and put some of his own spin on it that he's not able to when it comes to the MCU. So, I 100% believe all these reports that have recently sprung up in regards to Deadpool's future in the MCU and them wanting to work with Ryan for a long period of time if he can just conform to some of the demands that they set in front of him, because that's really what it's all about. You don't work for somebody and then not do your job. Like, you got to do your job if you want to keep your job. So it's still what they're telling you, and maybe reason with them and try to see what you can do to also help yourself and them in the long run. I mean, that's how it's done.